Before you compare yourself again, take one slow, honest breath. Imagine every loud number going silent for just a moment. If one line could break comparison, would you hear it through? Stay. This story hands you a pocket rule that frees you. Be a lighthouse, not a mirror. On Gray Harbor's rough coast, rocks tried to bite the sea. A lighthouse stood where dark water made its hardest turns. Each night, Keeper Mara climbed the spiral, trimmed the wick. She checked the lens and sent a steady beam seaward. The work was ordinary, unglamorous, quietly life-saving. Then the town built a glittering hall of mirrors. Every wall whispered numbers dressed up as truth. How many ships saw your light and how far? How bright compared to north? How bright compared to south? Service slowly turned into scorekeeping inside her chest. Before each shift, she paused beneath the mirror's approval. Rising numbers made her tall. Falling ones bent her spine. She angled the lens for applause, not for clarity. On paper, the beam grew heroic. On water, it thinned. Ships sailed closer than they should, hearing less than needed. Autumn storms stitched the horizon with long black thread. Waves slammed rocks like doors in an angry house. Mara polished, recalculated, refreshed charts, polished again. Busy hands hid a noisy, doubting heart. Then someone pounded on the lighthouse door mid-gale. An old fisherman, soaked and smiling survival, pressed a chart. His note was crooked, brief, and utterly clear. Your light saved me because it was there, not because it was bigger than anyone else's. Lighthouses don't move, ships do. Something heavy fell off the railing inside her chest. Mirrors measure other people's eyes. Light serves the sea. That night she climbed without checking a single mirror. She set the true angle that cleared the hidden reef. She aimed where help was needed, not where applause lived. The beam thickened like a rope you could trust. It drew a clean path through stubborn night. Days later, she visited the mirrors one last time. She stood silent. The numbers twitched, then froze. Mirrors only move when you do. They cannot guide. She walked out and did not go back. On her stairwell, she taped 4 quiet lines. Know your coast, keep your light, aim for service, not spectacle, only compare to yesterday's beam. Storm season kept testing every promise she made. A freighter lost steering, sliding toward an unnamed shoal. She narrowed the beam to braid with the tide. The ship corrected, missing the rocks by a breath. No trophy appeared. Relief did. Fishermen said the light felt closer from far away. Travelers left short, sincere notes under the door. The kind that never trend and always matter. Comparison returned wearing new costumes and clever lines. Make it warmer, cooler, wider, thinner, anything else. Others are brighter. Chase their settings. Hurry. She breathed and touched the card above the stairs. Know your coast. Keep your light. Serve. Don't show. Compare only to yesterday's honest angle. Winter arrived like a slow, patient drum. Ice bit rails. Breath turned to fog. She wrapped the base, halved each step, spoke less. She watched the harbor mouth more than all metrics. Quiet victories stacked without headlines or applause. The hall unveiled a wall of everyone's beams. Spines rose with numbers, shrank when numbers fell. She named the pull aloud, that is not my coast. She let the stairwell swallow the noise again. Back to sea, lens, wick, channel, truth. A letter from the Northern Keeper asked for settings. Her answer was brief and precise. Keep your light where your ships are. Be precise, not popular. 3 boats thanked him with their lives. Spring fog pressed itself against the lens like doubt. Slow circles of polish, fewer words, better seeing. The logbook filled with useful, unglamorous lines. Wind east, waves south, reef shadow 17 degrees. Respect the channel. Midnight tide bends fishermen homeward. A tourist climbed up to stage a dazzling photo. Out on black water, a small light blinked need. He watched a tiny correction become safe passage. His phone lowered itself without being told. He left a note. Keep it there. The mirrors announced a prize for brightest beam. She didn't enter. She measured water, not applause. A noon fog crushed the coast. A ferry drifted. 2 degrees tighter, 1 lane of light appeared. The ferry arrived late and uninjured. Enough said. Comparison still visited. It no longer chose the topic. When it bragged or hissed, she checked the weather. She asked the reef, not the crowd. She asked the logbook, not the wall. Choosing rooms mattered more than winning arguments. Here is a practice you can start today. Name your coast. Where are you needed now? Set your lens. One small action that serves. Light the beam. Compare only to yesterday for 7 days. If this helped, like, subscribe, and comment. Lighthouse, not mirror.